What if I told you there's a 5,000-year-old breathing pattern so powerful that modern neuroscientists are both amazed and a little afraid of what it can do to the human brain? A recent Stanford study uncovered that this ancient Tibetan protocol can boost BDNF, the brain's miracle growth factor, by up to 300% more than regular meditation. BDNF isn't some woo-woo concept. It's the protein responsible for growing new neurons, erasing trauma, and upgrading your brain's operating system. For centuries, this breathing pattern was hidden inside remote monasteries, passed down only to advanced initiates who understood its potential to reshape consciousness itself. But now, science has finally caught up, and what they've discovered could fundamentally change how we think about healing, focus, and personal transformation. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how this ancient technique works, what the science says, and how you can use it starting today. In the last few years, neuroscience has taken massive steps in understanding the link between breath and brain function. At the center of this discovery is Brain-Derived Neurotrophic Factor, BDNF, a protein often described as fertilizer for your brain. It's what encourages your neurons to grow, form new connections, and even overwrite old trauma patterns stored deep within your nervous system. Dr. Andrew Huberman's lab at Stanford has been studying the effect of controlled breathing protocols on the brain, and their findings are stunning. While most people assume breathwork simply calms the mind, the reality is far deeper. Specific patterns of inhaling, holding, and exhaling can activate the vagus nerve, a crucial bridge between your brain and your entire body. When this nerve is stimulated correctly, it triggers a cascade of neurochemical reactions. BDNF surges, your nervous system shifts out of chronic fight or flight, and new neural pathways start forming rapidly. In short, controlled breath isn't just relaxation, it's neurological reprogramming. And the Tibetan masters discovered this thousands of years ago, long before modern science could measure it. What's shocking is how fast these changes happen. Within minutes of precise breathwork, the brain enters a heightened plasticity state, making it more open to rewiring than during traditional meditation. This is exactly what Stanford researchers are documenting right now. Ancient wisdom meeting modern labs, and the results are beyond what anyone expected. Travel back in time over 5 millennia to the high peaks of Tibet. Hidden in monasteries far removed from the outside world, monks developed a secret breathing pattern that they believed could alter consciousness itself. This was not a simple relaxation exercise. It was a spiritual technology, a sacred tool to sharpen focus, dissolve emotional blockages, and access states of awareness normally achievable only after decades of meditation. The technique was passed down orally through strict lineages, practiced at sunrise in silence, facing the mountains. They understood that the breath was the only part of the autonomic nervous system we can consciously control, and through it, they could influence every organ, every cell, and even the mind's perception of reality. For centuries, this breathing pattern remained hidden, safeguarded from misuse. Modern scientists are only now realizing why. This ancient method activates the vagus nerve with precision, rapidly shifting brain states from stress-dominant to restorative. Tibetan monks use this as preparation for advanced meditation, healing rituals, and even to strengthen their bodies against extreme conditions. The irony is that, while the world chased complex solutions, the key was breathing a technique humans have always had but forgot to use deliberately. Modern neuroscience is essentially validating what these monks knew intuitively. that controlled breath is the fastest, most powerful way to change human consciousness at will. Let's break down the exact 5-5-5 breathing pattern. This isn't just a casual deep breath, it's a structured protocol designed to trigger specific physiological responses. Start by sitting comfortably with your spine straight, whether in a chair or on the floor. Place your hands on your knees, with palms facing up. This posture opens your chest cavity, allowing maximum lung expansion. Gently press the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, just behind your front teeth. This small action activates neurological pathways tied to your vagus nerve. Step 1. Inhale for 5 seconds through your nose, smoothly. Expand your belly first, then your rib cage, and finally your upper chest. Feel your lungs filling from the bottom up. Step 2. Hold for 5 seconds, stay relaxed. During this hold, oxygen floods your bloodstream, carbon dioxide builds slightly, and your vagus nerve starts firing. BDNF release begins here. Step 3. Exhale for 5 seconds through your mouth, softly. Drop your jaw, relax your shoulders, and imagine releasing years of stored stress. This exhale is crucial. It shifts your nervous system into parasympathetic mode, signaling, "We are safe." Repeat this cycle for 5 to 10 rounds. By the 3rd round, you'll feel subtle tingling or warmth. By the 10th, your mind quiets and your brain begins producing theta waves, deep meditative states normally reached after years of practice. The power of this breathing pattern isn't just in the moment, it compounds over time. Here's what happens with consistent practice. Day 2. Your sleep improves noticeably. People report falling asleep faster, waking up fewer times at night, and feeling calmer during the day. This is because your vagus nerve activation lingers beyond the session, resetting stress responses. Day 7. Your mind feels sharper. Brain fog lifts, focus improves, and background anxiety fades. Many users notice reduced headaches and tension in the neck and shoulders, areas where stress accumulates. 3 weeks. Your nervous system recalibrates. Chronic stress patterns are rewritten. BDNF-fueled neuroplasticity solidifies new pathways, and your baseline state shifts from reactive to resilient. This is what Stanford scientists find most intriguing. The brain doesn't just relax temporarily, it rewires. Anecdotes mirror this. Executives use it before big decisions. Veterans find relief from chronic stress, and older adults experience clarity they thought was gone for good. The beauty is accessibility, no apps, no tools, no gurus, just your breath practiced with precision. Neuroscientists are paying attention because these results are emerging in weeks, not years. It's not mystical anymore, it's measurable. And it's happening inside your body, right now. If you choose to use this forgotten power, you now know what Tibetan monks preserved for centuries and what modern neuroscience is only beginning to understand. Your breath is the gateway to transformation. This 5-5-5 pattern isn't complicated. It doesn't require special equipment or years of training. Just 10 minutes a day, morning and night, for 7 days. That's it. If you commit to this, you're not just calming your mind, you're actively rewiring your brain for clarity, resilience, and focus. I challenge you. Try it for 1 week. Experience the difference yourself. Comment below with your results, your sensations, your transformations. Ancient wisdom has been waiting 5,000 years for this moment. Now, it's in your hands, or more accurately, in your lungs. Your brain is ready to evolve. The only question is, Will you breathe consciously or keep living on autopilot?